guys, welcome back to another WISCO video. Alright, so I'm not gonna do the intro, let's get right into it. So we're coming over to Turkey and they're discovering some lands. So at this point, yeah, we can see how the effect is. But now it's starting to get huge. As they Middle Eastern outbreaks begin. And then these ones connect, making it pretty huge. And then these ones are expanded too. So we're starting to see an Ottoman effect here. Also, over here, we see more expansion. So then we see this. And then these guys decide to expand off the border. So we have this. And then they decide to explore the rest of Iberia. Which, wow, what an expansion. And also, all of France has been discovered. And then these guys work together to flawlessly take out a lot of land. So that was a huge discovery. And then Sweden also gets some. But these guys we won't mess with. We won't mess with the entire video. So, not even discovering land. These guys go into Latvia more and stuff. Alright, well, after a huge expansion, I think it's time to expand our countries now. If there's this much land to explore. So, firstly, the dark blue team. These guys go ahead and go in. They decide to expand just down to Brittany, where they go and claim all this. And I think in this world we might have an independent Brittany. We'll form a Brittany right now. So it's a light green. Well, no, we already have a Crimea. We have a light blue team, like this. So that's a new Brittany country. All right, coming over here. No, that's not right. They start expanding even further. So eventually we get down to around this. Where they feel. And then, yeah. So everyone's becoming superpowers at this point. And then these guys get to Tunisia. They colonize northern Tunisia. But the dark blue team now has unlocked their colony where they go and explore down here. And they go ahead and claim this strip of land where they go ahead and meet up with this country. So they now have borders. Coming over here, they start to expand on the Arabic front, where they get down all the way until around Eagle. Well, no, they get even further. So we see this now. Now the Turkic team has been needing to expand. So what they do is now they got all that land right there. So then we see this. And then also, if I haven't already, wait, no. I can't claim the islands, bro. I'm gonna crash out. It's fine, though. But yeah, these guys decide to expand their colony. So after the expansion, we see something like this. So yeah, now a new country is gonna appear. Turkey. What the color is gonna be? Blue. This is gonna be our second blue country. Wait, nah, we're gonna get a brown team. Brown team. Like, pretty dark, too, like that. So, where are they gonna colonize? They go and take southern Turkey. Where they have this, and then they go and get the rest of this coast. And then they also take advantage of Cyprus. Well, oh, come on, bro. Let me see if that works. Oh, it worked. Okay, so they have control of Cyprus now. Give me a minute. Oh, come on. Rule borders. Okay. Maybe a little thinner. Okay. Now Cyprus is theirs, and we see a new Turkic country up here. So now this is the new map, this episode will be focused on mainly expansionists in some countries, and we'll see like 2 wars break out. I'm expecting that. So we're going to get right to war number 1, which, yeah, we'll think. Alright, it seems to be between the red team and this green team here, because recently they broke off on the yellow, kind of weakening them. And who decides to join? Oh, the dark blue and yellow team. So this ain't looking good for them. The red team is the aggressor here. And immediately they're really successful. So immediately this team surrenders just because they know they can't win. So they're going to survive, but not really strong. So yellow team takes the northern parts, including for free expansion up there. And then the dark blue team decides to expand up to that, which clearly is not good enough. Clearly they collapsed. So what happens is they fall into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1 will be the red teams. Quadrant 2 is the yellow teams. Quadrant 3 is the dark blue team. And Quadrant 4 is the purple team. Ending that country pretty quickly. And that is the first country to officially be out. But it could appear, though. It could appear. That is the first country to officially die out. Whereas, yeah, this is what it looks like. Nah, we're only going to see one more war, probably. It's going to be a big war, that was his thing. Alright, now back to some exploration, because it's a huge thing now. So as we were talking, all of Denmark has been discovered. Except islands, because I don't know why or north. But they explore southern Sweden. They all get up to here. And then Baltics, they start to expand and more. Even reaching the St. Petersburg area. Or that's in it. And then multiple people start to do it. Crimea over here decides to do huge expansions. And then they decide to expand their country. They take the coast, and then, yeah. Or they take a lot of land. So, yeah, it's a Crimean country. Now, this is what the map looks like. Now, coming back to Arabia. Yeah, they go and explore the entire thing south. And then they expand a little bit that way. So, yeah, it's becoming pretty big in town Arabia. Because the newfound resources do this. Now we go and see this. A lot of the coastal regions here, it looks like they explore up to here. No, they explore up to here until they stop. Almost unlocking the Red Sea. Oh, no. The Persian Gulf. That's what I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, it kind of looks like the Ottoman Empire, not gonna lie. I kind of did that on purpose. But they're not going to quite discover this. They're building later in episode 5. It will be discovered, most likely. Now, okay, more expansionists break out here. And now, a lot of Europe is discovered. But now Finland has been discovered. The Swedish people do that. And then the United Kingdom has been discovered. Well, they're pretty quick, too. They go and stop right there, though. Later, they will. Meanwhile, on this unclaimed land, a new country is going to form. Color is going to be magenta, is like a pink team. Magenta. So let me go and try and find. It's going to be like a dark purple team, like dark. And alright, that is the country. So Iberia has been filled up now. Now, something you probably guys want is a power ranking. So, I'll go ahead and give one right now. Using this, So, we're going to only do top 5 right now. This is according to me, by the way. Number 1 is the dark blue team. In episode 3, they kind of went crazy. Number 2 is the orange team. They rich a lot of resources and land. Number 3 is going to be the Greek team here. While I'm talking about them, they've discovered Crete. And they claimed it for themselves. So yeah, that definitely puts them at number 3. Number 4, though, is going to be the red team. Sadly, they kind of fell off after the rankings, but it worked. I mean, they were able to invade some of the Gosling, which happened in episode 2 where they lost the battle. And then, that's number 4. Number 5, it's going to be a 2-way tie between this magenta team and then the Crimean team. So yeah, that is a current leaderboard. Once we get more countries, then I'll do a top 10. Okay. And by the way, around episode 5 to 7, we will be making alliances. So, yeah, that's good. Now, we're going to see more expansion. Dutch team has been kind of quiet today, so they decided to expand. Where they get to around here. They don't go any further, though. They don't meet up with this team yet. Now, the red team here, what they decide, they go ahead and drive through the Adriatic Sea into the Mediterranean, and they go ahead and they take advantage of colonialism, and they get this. And then they also siege this land from the orange team. It makes them mad, but not like a war yet. And then the dark blue team now is gonna, they're gonna start sieging land here. Or they get to around here, they encircle it, and then, yeah, it's all theirs. And then they go and expand the colony, so we see this now. Because now they have a border, they have threats. Well, this team now decides to expand their Arabia, because it's their Arabic lands, because it's a little short right now. Or they actually get down all the way here. Also get into around the Yemen. So it's a pretty good Arab country. Oh yeah, also that's uncut. So yeah. Alright. Need a little breather there. Now the dark brown team. That's a little dark brown team, and that's the light brown. Or the I don't even know what to call it. Alright. Now, these guys expand a little that way, but not too much. And then this team now decides to take the rest of the coast, and also have another expansion here. But since it's only a colony, they're not going to focus on it a lot more after that. Alright, now I don't know what part of the video we're in, so we're going to do more discovery, more land claims, more independent, and then the final war. The huge war will break out. So firstly, some more land will be discovered here. So, yeah, let's see the land that gets discovered. Firstly, Finland. They go and discover all of the coast. You're actually meeting up. That's a lot of land. That's pretty good, impressive. And then, I can't color these for some reason, but the Danish islands have been discovered. Meanwhile, in here, they get to England, but they won't discover Scotland yet. And then also, Welsh people have begun to make landings on Ireland. So we see this. But that will be the last discoveries for that. Now coming over to here, Crimea decides to explore, and they get to this line. They get this. So fill that in real quick. We have this now. Also, this lake is discovered now. The final thing will be some Africa and then Middle East. And so, yeah, that's the next segment. Well, they actually expand pretty far. Now, here they go. The Finnish parts, the Finnish parts here. And then they start to explore to around Djibouti, northern Djibouti. So we see that now. Now, Arabia, boom, they discovered the Red Sea. I was just doing that. And then they go a little south. Actually exploring Qatar. And that will be it. Well, actually, yeah, here too. We'll see some of that. The Caspian Sea is close to being discovered, but not yet. Alright. That is it for, this is the final map for discovering land. Now we're going to have some expansion. Next is expansion. And then after that will be, independence. And then finally the huge war, which I'll tell you the countries that will be fighting. Alright, expansion time now. So the yellow team here decides to become northern. So they start to expand north like this. So we see this. These guys here decide to make a huge expansion. Like, wow. It's a lot. Oh yeah, they get all of this land. And get in some Latvia. They also get into here. Dutch team now. Cuts, they go and start expanding like that. And then the dark blue team, whoa, buddy. They get this land. No, the red team decides to invade a little more, but that's not the major. Wait, no. Oh, freak! This has been on the wrong layer, by the way. So, yeah, it's gonna be gone. So now, okay, now we have to redoing all that. So, give me a minute for that, or I won't speed it up. So, on this layer, yeah, the red team starts to expand more into them. But eventually, yeah, they expand it into this. This team decides to expand a little more like that. Orange team now gets a little of this, and then the huge expansion here, like I talked about. Alright, we got that. And then the yellow team decides to become northern. Dark blue team decides to get a little more. Red team now decides to get this. And now, after we reverse that. Now it looks like we see that is. I think that will go ahead and wait. No, not yet. The dark blue team, they go ahead and decide to expand a little more. And then they also decide to reinvade. This time they took more though. Like they took all of this. So now we see it's more of an Egyptian-based country after their colony. But now we are done. So the last thing before the war, which is still a secret, is going to be some independent countries. So there are going to be some breakaways. Firstly, it's going to be down in Italy. This dark green team here, they go and get independence. They go and get this land. Next, they go ahead and let. Ooh, yeah. Using. Let's see what color. I don't know, like the gold team. Call this a gold team. Oh, Sardinia breaks off. And then the same thing happens a Corsica. Let me see. We'll use like this dark green here. So yeah, that is the breakaways. Next, Denmark will be formed. Denmark is formed. Color will be a light purple. And where? Right here. Alright, so yeah. Okay, they're able to claim the islands, so at least we'll take that. Oh yeah, not to mention, I didn't let this team expand, so let's let them expand. So they go and actually get to the, no. We'll let them get to this. So yeah, they can that. Now we're gonna see one more country, which it will form here. It's a yellow team, and they form as a southern England country. So now, this is the map. Now, who's the war between two battles that were on the top of the list? The Spanish team and the dark blue team. This is one of the biggest wars we have seen. Because both are really strong. But both are going to go and get some helpers, which both are going to get one helper. Orange team decided to call in. They decided to call in the Greek team for help, and the dark blue decides to call in the Magentan team. This team right here, the Egyptian. So it's equal now. So after 8 cents, we see the war begin. So yeah, firstly, the aggressor will be Spain, and they start attacking from the south. For now, some of the France is now getting that. And then they lose coast here. And now they don't have a border. They do not have a border with Brittany anymore. So now we see this. Next, they go and keep up. Ooh, took it. Now, over here, though, the Italy team decides to fight for more lands. So they go in and actually get a lot. till the dark blue troops arrive. And oh, they devastate this country. But they go in peace at Sicily. Now the dark blue team finally arrives. So immediately they chop them in half. They start sending troops like this. And then eventually they go and make this side surrender. But good for this team, they decide, they're like, okay, let's bring our navy and start attacking the colony, which basically it has no army, so it surrenders pretty quickly, other than this part, which has some army. But it looks like after a little bit, it is actually going to be captured as they have more army. And since they called the red team for help, they're going to go ahead and invade Tunisia, where they get their coastline connecting them, so they surrender their colony. But we have a huge dominance in Spain and North Africa. But as now they took the colonies, it weakens them, so they're gonna go ahead and do this. They fight back and they push out Spain territory, where now they start pushing into French, also capturing all their OG land. Eventually, they creep into France, and they start taking some land. Well, I meant Italy, sorry. And then, meanwhile, the dark blue team decides to repush. Is now, the troops are gone now. But they agreed to let that go. But yeah, now we see, something rough happening. And so, due to the fact they don't have coast, what will happen with this colony? It becomes independent. It's a teal country like this. So enjoy a new country. So unfortunately they've already lost their colonies. But eventually they're gonna create peace though. So here is the official treaty. So firstly they go ahead and get back immediately. They go and here's the lands they get back. Or they are able to get back most of their colony. They get that much back. The red team, though, is only able to get this amount back, as they kind of lost. So they're not able to get a lot. And just to secure it, they go and do this. All right, now what's gonna happen with this? It becomes independent, where it'll be like, I can't really have an idea called it. Maybe, I think a dark gray country would work for this. Alright, yeah. Now this is what it looks like now. And then meanwhile, also, Brittany here they go ahead and get some land. They're forced to give up. And then, meanwhile, the Dutch team here also, they have to get land. And then the yellow team makes a colony on them. And then that is the official, just of the war, but this video. So, if you enjoy the episodes 4, then smash that like button and make sure you subscribe too. So, bye guys.